What's up YouTube, it's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to another NFL game prediction video. If you're new to this series, you guys know that I predict the games of the upcoming week, and not only that, but the Bull predicts by me putting the teams on two different pieces of paper, picking it out randomly, and that's the Bull's pick. So me and the Bull are going head to head in predicting. Right now I am leading. And yeah, the Bull, is not going away though. Last week though, we were both coming off of pretty bad weeks, both coming off of 6 and 7 weeks, and now we're both 9 and 5. We both went 9 and 5, so we're going the same record here, which is kind of weird. Cause the Bulls taking weird upsets, and like the Bulls getting a couple of them, but it's losing like these really simple ones too. So it's really getting hurt by that, or it could really be pulling away here. But yeah, that brings my overall to 105, which I break 100, so that's cool. 105 and 56. And the Bull is now at 90 and 71. So I am in the head by like 15 picks. So let's recap here, shall we? The Browns beat the Steelers. Me and the Bull both got that wrong. Yeah, crazy scenes with the whole Myles Garrett's thing. As a Steelers fan, that was just crazy. The Jets beat the Redskins. I got that right, but the Bull got that wrong. That's kind of one of the weird picks I was talking about the Bull. The Colts beat the Jaguars. Me and the Bull both got that wrong. The Bills beat the Dolphins. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Cowboys beat the Lions. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Ravens destroyed the Texans. I got that wrong, but the Bull got that right. I think I'm done going against the Ravens. The Falcons beat the Panthers and destroyed the Panthers. What happened? They were like this disappointing team, and they destroyed the Saints and the Panthers, two pretty good teams. The Saints one was on a whole different level, but this one is still crazy too. That's just crazy to me. Bull got that one right. I got that one wrong. The Saints beat the Buccaneers. I got that right, but the Bull got that wrong. The Vikings beat the Broncos. Me and the Bull both got that right. The 49ers beat the Cardinals. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Patriots beat the Eagles. Me and the Bull both got that one wrong. The Raiders beat the Bengals. Me and the Bull both got that one right. The Rams beat the Bears. Me and the Bull both got that one right. And the Chiefs beat the Chargers. Me and the Bull both got that one right. So, yeah, we definitely started agreeing as it came down to it. So, yeah, that's the recap of last week. Let's move on to week 12 and predict those games. Alright, first up we have Thursday Night Football. We have the Colts at the Texans. I am going with the Texans. I saw a stat somewhere. Deshaun Watson hasn't lost in November. That didn't even have a play into why I picked the Texans over the Ravens. But I might have if I saw it. But I'm going to Texans against the Colts. The Colts already got one on the Texans. It was actually an upset I picked. I don't see a sweep here. I think the Texans bounce back from getting destroyed by the Ravens. So I'm going with the Texans. The Bulls going to agree with me and take the Texans, beat the Colts. Texans are at home. And yeah, I just think they're the overall better team. I don't know if Brissett is back yet. But regardless, I still take the Texans. Alright, moving on to 1 o'clock games here. We have the Dolphins at the Browns. I'm going with the Browns. They're coming off a win against the Steelers. That one was disappointing, although I really feel like the Steelers, they really lost themselves that game. There was no, offense going on. It was more bad Steelers than good Browns, so not taking too much from that, but I do think the Browns are a better football team than the Dolphins. Even though the Dolphins have been winning and actually playing here, I think the Browns' talent is finally going to come in handy, and it's going to be really good against the Dolphins. However, the Bull disagrees, and the Bull is taking the Dolphins. The Bull loves the Dolphins. The Bull is taking the Dolphins against the Browns. It's not the most impossible upset after the Falcons destroyed the Saints. I'm not putting anything out the window, I don't think. But yeah, I just it's not an upset I want to take, so I'm sticking with the Browns. But the Bull can take the Dolphins. Alright, next up we have the Lions at the Redskins. I'm going with the Lions. The Lions are a team that's like, it doesn't really do anything. They're pretty like mediocre, but like against bad teams, it's a pretty solid pick. Like the Lions aren't that bad, but like against a team like a Redskins, like you can take them and like be pretty confident in them winning. So I'm going with the Lions. The Bulls gonna take the Redskins though. If I remember correctly during the recap, I think it took the Redskins against the Jets. That didn't work out, so it's gonna try again. I mean, Redskins are at home, but I think this is one of those times that just home field advantage just won't mean anything. Like, I just don't think the Redskins are going to win this game, so I'm taking my the Lions. I'm sticking with that. I'm pretty confident in that, but we'll see if the Bull has something on me here. Alright, next up we have the Raiders at the Jets. And I was close to taking an upset here. I almost took the upset. I almost took the Jets, but no, I'm just not quite comfortable. I'm taking the Raiders to the better team to beat the Jets. They're just, I don't know, I'm just not really have that faith in the Jets right now to just beat this team. So yeah, I'm sticking with the Raiders. Jets are at home though, and I guess that's enough to persuade the Bull, because the Bull is going to be taking the Jets to beat the Raiders. I'm going to stick with the Raiders, although as a Steelers fan, I will be rooting for the Jets, because I believe, any of the wild card or in the hunt teams, rooting to lose, because just with the Ravens just taking away the division and being New England and the Texans, I don't see them losing anymore, honestly, or like I can't really predict them losing anymore. So yeah, division is the Ravens, but Steelers are still alive for a wild card. They just have to play better than they played last week. Alright, next up we have the Giants at the Bears. I'm going with the Bears. Bears, they lost to the Rams, and just, just continuing to make me look absolutely stupid. Me taking them to go 13-3 and be the number 1 seed in the NFC. I predicted Mitchell Trubisky and the offense to get better, not worse. So yeah, that was on me. I'm not saying I can predict everything, and I'm not, gonna say I predicted otherwise, because it's on YouTube. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. However, I do think at home they can beat a team like the Jets at this time of year. Sorry, Giants at this time of year. Same New York team that's garbage. I'm sorry, that was mean. But yeah, Bears. I'm taking the Bears. Bulls actually gonna take the Jets. Another upset, man. The Bull. This could really hurt the Bull this week. The Bull's taking, like, I think that's 4 straight upsets. Yeah, Dolphins, Redskins, Jets, and Giants. What the heck? Oh, this could be a tough week for the Bull or a tough week for me. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm sticking with the Bears, and I'm pretty confident in that pick. Alright, next up we have the Panthers at the Saints. And I'm going with the Saints. Panthers have been on a losing streak, unfortunately. I just don't see it getting better at the Saints. And I just think the Saints are a better team. They played the Buccaneers, I think, pretty well. I think they're gonna play the Panthers pretty well. I think the Saints are going to win this game. The Bulls gonna agree with me finally. And take the Saints to beat the Panthers. And yeah, I mean, this is something that I wouldn't be too absolutely shocked at if an upset happened here. But I expect the better team and the Saints to win. Panthers are still a good team, just the Saints are the better one. Alright, next up we have a pretty good game here. We have the Seahawks at the Eagles. I'm going with the Seahawks. I just think they're overall the better team. And Eagles, they're just something's off about them. Like I watched a little bit of the New England game. I know that is New England, but something's just not right about them. I think Seahawks are more complete. Seahawks are better. So I'm going with the Seahawks. Bulls going to agree with me too. I know that would be kind of rough. Eagles 2 straight home losses, but I don't know. I took them against New. I really thought they were gonna upset. They could have upset, but it just didn't work out. Nelson Aguilar's hands didn't work out again, but nah, they had probably other opportunities. I didn't watch that game in its entirety, but I just watched a little bit and saw some highlights. So yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks. Bulls agreeing with me. That's a good game. It could go either way. All right, next up we have the Buccaneers at the Falcons, and I am going with the Falcons. The Falcons have straight up demolished their other two divisional rivals out of nowhere. Finally figure out, we're actually a decent team. So I think the Falcons have finally figured something out here, and they're definitely gonna figure this out against the Buccaneers. They're at home too, but now that I'm probably doing this, they're probably gonna lose. But I'm going with the Falcons. Bulls going to agree with me. Take the Falcons over the Buccaneers. This should be an easy pick. They should beat the Buccaneers just like they did with the Panthers and Saints. But you never know. This is the Falcons, and this is the NFL. All right, next up we have the Broncos at the Bills. Interesting game. Defenses are actually pretty good. These two defenses are actually my fantasy defenses on my one team. I have Bills starting and Broncos on the bench. So I think this is gonna be a low-scoring defensive game. I'm gonna give this one to the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills to win this because I think they have the slightly better offense. I think that's going to be the key here. I'm not too crazy about the Broncos offense. Defense is still pretty decent. I think the Bills are overall a slightly better team. Like the Raiders game, though, I will be rooting against them just for the sake of the Steelers. But for prediction's sake, trying to predict as much picks as I can, right, I think the Bills are going to win this game. However, the Bull is going to take the Broncos and disagree with me. The Bull's going to take the Broncos. I'm taking the Bills. Bills are at home. So, yeah. I mean, that would be an upset, I guess. Broncos winning. But, yeah. I think the Bills will. It'd be awesome if the Broncos would win, but I think the Bills are winning that. Alright, next up we have my team, my game. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Bengals. And I'm going with the Steelers. This game scares me, though. I'm not confident going in this game because Mason Rudolph, he wasn't playing that good at all. He needs to step it up. No James Conner. No Juju. No Deontay Johnson, which for all you non-Steelers fans, that's probably the most productive wide receiver this year for the Steelers. No Pouncey. A lot of injuries. I am taking the Steelers because I believe they're going to find a way to win this game just because the Bengals are so bad, and if any team's tanking now, it's them. And the Bulls going to agree with me and take the Steelers beat the Bengals. But yeah, this one is at the Bengals. This is a little bit scary. I'm worried about being a meme. But I think the Steelers are gonna pull through. Yeah, they should win this game. I hope they do. But I don't know if they will. But I'm still picking them to win it. Alright, next up we have, moving into the 4 o'clock games, we have the Jaguars at the Titans. I'm going with the Titans. I think the Jaguars won matchup one of this beginning of the year is like week 2. Um, Coming off prior to that, Titans have had their number. Um, I think Jaguars haven't been playing that well. They did Nick Foles though. I think he might do something here. Um, I don't know. Well, I have to see. Um, I think the Titans are gonna get this one. I don't see the Titans getting swept even because they had like 2 previous years of like sweeping the Jaguars. So I'm going with the Titans. Bull's gonna disagree and say the Jaguars are gonna sweep the Titans and pick the Jaguars to beat the Titans. Yeah, I just, the Titans are playing Ryan Tannehill now. They had to tweaking Marcus Mariota the first time. I believe Jalen Ramsey also played. So I think those might take in a factor for this game. I think the Titans are going to win this. Next up, we have another really good game. We have the Cowboys at the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. At the beginning of the season, I would have taken the Cowboys. In fact, I did with my beginning of the season predictions. But I'm switching it for this week. I think the Patriots are gonna win. Just in Foxborough, like I just it's I don't know. I think at Dallas, different story. We're taking the upset. But in Foxborough, I think that's just enough for me and how the Patriots defense has been playing. I'm taking the Patriots. Bull's going to agree with me. Patriots is one of those teams where I just can't pick against because every time I do, it seems like it goes wrong. I did it successfully once, and that was last year when they played the Jaguars. I'm going with the Patriots. I think they're gonna win this game. Alright, next up we have Sunday Night Football. Great matchup here. We have the Packers at the 49ers. I'm going with the Packers. Yes, I'm giving another loss to the previously undefeated 49ers. And the Bulls going to agree with that loss and say the Packers beat the 49ers, even though the 49ers are at home. I think the 49ers are a good team. However, I just think Aaron Rodgers in that and is just going to step up and just, they're just going to play and be the better team. I think maybe Jimmy G tweaks a little bit on the Packers defense. That's kind of hit or miss. But this one definitely could go either way. The 49ers could definitely be walking away with another W here. They just beat the Cardinals. The only losses to the Seahawks. But I think they're going to get another L here. Apparently so does the Bulls. So we will have to see. Alright, last but not least, we have Monday Night Football. We have the Ravens at the Rams. And what did I say at the very beginning of this? I don't think I'm gonna go against the Ravens, and I'm not here. I'm going for the Ravens to beat the Rams. They're just a better team. Rams offense, hasn't been too good. They beat a Bears team that offense is Worse. But yeah, I'm going with the Ravens. The Bulls going to agree with me and also take the Ravens to beat the LA Rams. Rams have been a little bit disappointing. Super Bowl hangover. But not only that, they have 2 good teams, beast teams in their division, being the Seahawks and the 49ers. So you can't blame them too much there. I think the Ravens got this one. This could be another big game here. This is a good matchup though. I could see the Rams maybe winning this, but yeah, it's kind of with how the Ravens and the Rams have been playing, it's kind of hard to pick the Rams here. And then we got the Chargers, Vikings, Cardinals, and Chiefs all on their bye week. So, alright, let's recap here, shall we? We have the Colts at the Texans. I'm taking the Texans. Bulls taking the Texans. The Dolphins at the Browns. I'm taking the Browns. The Bulls taking the Dolphins. The Lions at the Redskins. I'm taking the Lions. The Bulls taking the Redskins. The Raiders at the Jets. I'm taking the Raiders. The Bulls taking the Jets. The Giants at the Bears. I'm taking the Bears. The Bulls taking the Giants. The Panthers at the Saints. I'm taking the Saints. Bulls taking the Saints. The Seahawks at the Eagles. I'm taking the Seahawks. Bulls taking the Seahawks. The Buccaneers at the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons. Bulls taking the Falcons. The Broncos at the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. The Bulls taking the Broncos. The Steelers at the Bengals. The Bulls taking the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers. The Jaguars at the Titans. I'm taking the Titans. The Bulls taking the Jaguars. The Cowboys at the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. The Bulls taking the Patriots. The Packers at the 49ers. I'm taking the The Packers at the 49ers. I'm taking the Packers. The Bulls taking the Packers. And the Ravens at the Rams. I'm taking the Ravens. And those are our picks for Week 12 of the NFL season. If you want to see how we did, make sure you watch the Week 13 predictions as we wrap this up. We'll wrap this up just like we did with Week 11 this time. And it's going to be a good one because me and the Bull haven't disagreed that much in a while. So, this could be a make or break moment. Like, this could get the Bull closer to the lead, or I could potentially start running away with it. But for now, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. It's all up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video you watch of me. Goodbye.